What is up, guys? How are you all doing? I hope it is all very well. So, in the last video I referenced that I got my first tattoo done in Amsterdam, and I'm just going to go in and tell the story of why I got it done, because it's pretty cool. So basically, on the inside of my left arm, I've got 3 St. Andrew's crosses, which are featured from the flag of Amsterdam. And I've got them all coloured, different colours to represent the flag of Holland as well. So my top one, they're all outlines, by the way, don't know if I just said that. The top one is a red outline, then I've got a white outline, then I've got a blue outline. So that's cool. And also there's sort of parallels with the British flag, and I guess American flag as well, to a degree. But that doesn't matter. So I've got the outline, and each of the 3 crosses from the flag of Amsterdam mean different things. So the top one represents valour, which is all about sort of being heroic, being upstanding, being that sort of thing. The second one is resolution, which is all about being sort of driven, having ambition, focus, or maybe not focus for me because I've got the attention span of a gnat. But yeah, the third one as well is mercy. So that one is all about sort of being kindness, having empathy, and that sort of thing. So each of them do have a very cool set of representations behind them. But that is a fucking cliched reason to get a tattoo in my books, and it is not me at all. So I thought I'd tell you the real story of why I got it done, because it's actually kind of cool. So basically, we were on our first day out there, and this was the first proper day, and we had arrived at this sort of bar which was built on a very set of elongated steps. So it was never like one level, it was all sort of arched round like this sort of thing. And it had a nice little pool running down it, which, because it was running down along the steps, it only ever stayed like a foot high. But it was kind of cool, and like kids playing in it, and we were able to like dip our feet in it and like chill out whilst we're like cooling off from the sun and all that sort of thing. But to the side of this bar was this harbour full of all these old-timey pirate boats, and they looked fantastic. They were like so cool, and like the crown jewel in the sort of mix was this massive sort of pirate ship, like a big tall ship. You know, it had the sails all on there. It was flying the Holland flag as well, and it just looked great. You know, it had all the sort of windows in the side where you can imagine like the cannons coming out and that sort of thing. And, you know, I was like, oh man, that is awesome. Like, if I ever win the lottery, that is going to be my house. I will be rolling past in that thing. And, like, going around, like, panning around, like, to the right, you know, we had the beautiful city landscape of Amsterdam, all, like, with the old-timey buildings, clock towers, and it all just looked a bit sort of Renaissance and all a bit cool. And, you know, right in front of us as well, there were a group of hot girls, which, you know, can't go wrong there if you're sitting around by a pool. And right next to me as well, we had my group of friends who are just absolutely fantastic group of people. Right, never really been so close to a group of friends like as I am now as well, and we're all like the sense of camaraderie and all that sort of thing over the holiday was just fantastic as well. So I had like this epiphany in this moment, because I was looking at all of this stuff in like one panoramic view, and it was all being framed beautifully by like a cloudless sky with like the sun like shining down on us as well. And I was just there, like I just had this moment where I was like, this is quite possibly going to be the best thing I ever see in my life. Like this whole image right now, like a beautiful ship, the landscape, friends, hot, sunshine. Oh my god, it was so awesome. And I was like, it's like one of those things you usually think back on and be like, that was actually quite cool. But I had it in that moment, and I just sort of went nuts for a second. I was like, oh my god, this is so fantastic. And we were there, and I was like, yeah, like trying to absorb it all as much as possible, like having a look at all like the little details, like even like as far as like graffiti on the wall and that sort of thing, and like all this little art going around. And it was so awesome. Like, do you know when people say like go to your happy place, or like close your eyes and imagine a good, like that image is mine. Like that is what I think of now, and it's such a good image to have. And you know, because of this image as well, and these girls that are in front of us, we were just sat there and like enjoying, and they unfortunately got up to leave, and we were like, no, rats. But we all noticed that when they got up to leave, each of them had like down the rib cage there the 3 crosses tattooed on them. And it was like this sort of epiphany moment there. It's like, wait a minute, those are the 3 crosses from Amsterdam. I mean, we've seen them everywhere this entire holiday, even so much as like on lampposts, on drain covers, like in the shop windows, on the flags, like, you know, crossed knives and forks like in windows of restaurants and that sort of thing. Like, those 3 crosses mean Amsterdam, and like I'd been reading about them before anyway, so I knew that it was all there. And it's like, to have that idea for a tattoo or whatever come out of this moment, like this moment that I was having, like this spiritual moment, for want of a better word, I was like, awesome, that is, yeah, I am totally sold on this idea. And the fact that we were all like, all 5 of us were like, you know, that's a really good idea to have collectively done. So like, all 5 of us have ended up with this tattoo, like the 3 crosses tattooed on them. And it is such an amazing feeling, because it's like the sense of sort of, as I said before, like camaraderie and sort of friendship and unity, that is, you know, it's so awesome. And the fact that it came out of this moment I was having, and, you know, it's a reminder of a memory, which is a great memory of like this beautiful image that I have. And you know, it's so very personal. It's very hard, like, when someone actually sits down and says like, oh, so why have you got a tattoo? It's really quite hard to go through all that and like try and make sense of it, because yeah, it's sort of quite a long-winded story. But yeah, it's so awesome, and you know, I'm really glad that I got it done as well, so, because I thought it was a really cool sort of thing. And I'm not gonna lie though, I was well nervous when I was coming around to getting it done. Like, when we were actually in the tattoo studio, I was sat there like, because it's my first tattoo ever, I was like, I don't know whether it's gonna hurt, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I hope that I still like it when it's on my skin and I can't get rid of it. But you know, after I got it done, I was like, yeah, I'm happy with it. And you know, I'm happy that I'm happy with it. I didn't want to get it and then be like, oh fuck, what have I done? Like, it's just one of those sort of moments, and it was really good. I'm really pleased with it, and you know, it draws a lot of good memories for me. So you can't go wrong with that sort of thing. And yeah, that is why I got a tattoo. And sweet. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that little story. And yeah, thanks for watching. These have been a bunch of Amsterdam-based emblems, which are, you know, quite cool. But obviously the story is the main reason you're watching the video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye. Had a fucking cool holiday.